Hello. Okay, Assalamualaikum and welcome to another online session on sustainable energy management. Okay, so for today, we will be discussing on setting up sustainable energy management, part one. Okay, so for this session, we will be discussing on the energy policies, the legislation, okay, standards and labeling incentives. Okay, and so under policies, we will look into the energy policies in Malaysia. So also we will be looking on other policies related to energy. Okay, and under legislation, we will be discussing on the Electricity Supply Act 1990. And under standards and labeling, we will be looking on standards, labeling, and certifications. And lastly, we will look into incentives. Okay, so in 2015, so this was the recent, not recent, but back in 2015, in the UN Climate Change Conference that is held in Paris 2015. So our government has committed to achieve 45% carbon reduction emission by 2030. So for that case, the government has conducted a lot of initiative. That is first, that is the efficient management of electrical energy regulation 2008. That is to encourage efficient management of energy and promoting energy management program. Okay, and widespread the implementation of the EE and conservation through drafting of EE and Conservation Act. So this is not yet been tabled in Parliament, but will be tabled out soon. And also incentivizing the EE program and also RE program. That is to reduce the dependency of fossil fuel. Sorry. So policies, we look into energy policies in Malaysia. Okay, so we have the policy. We have three objectives. That is the supply objective. Okay, first will be the supply objective. That is to ensure the provisions of adequate, secure, and cost-effective energy supply. Okay, so this is done by developing indigenous energy resources. Okay, from both non-renewable and renewable energy. Okay, and using the least cost option and diversification of supply sources both from within and outside the country. Yeah, so that will be the supply objective, main objective. So the second objective will be the utilization objective. That is to promote an efficient utilization of energy and to discourage wastefulness and non-productive patterns of energy consumption. Okay, and objective number three will be the environment objective. That is to minimize the impact, okay, negative impacts of energy production, transportation, conversion, utilization, and consumption on the environment. Okay, so the aim will be to secure a supply, okay, secure a constant supply, and of course to use it efficiently and to protect the environment. And you can read more on this on the national energy policy. Okay, you'll be a lot of documents that is related to this. Okay, you have the all these are history. Okay, Petroleum Development Act 1974, okay, National Petroleum Policy 1975, up until the Five Fuel Diversification Strategy 2001. Okay, so these are all government documents that you can read, and you can read further, okay, to understand better on the issues. Okay, other policies that related to energy, you have the National Green Technology Policy. Okay, it was launched by the at that time the Prime Minister on July 2009. Okay, under the Ministry of Science, Technology, Environment and Climate Change, or short for MESTEC. Okay. So the responsibility of the the policy statement will be green technology shall be a driver to accelerate the national economy and promote sustainable development. And it was been done under the MESTEC, okay, government agency MESTEC. Okay, so MESTEC is responsible for the planning and formulation of policies for energy, green technology and water sectors, as well as the facilitate and regulate the growth of these sectors. And the implementation body will be the Green Tech Malaysia, Malaysian Green Technology Corporation. So it's a corporation under the MESTEC, okay, and it catalyzing green technology as a strategic engine for socio-economic growth. Okay, so that will be the function of MESTEC. And so under the National Green Technology Policy, what is green technology? Okay, so the definition of green technology is the development and application of products, okay, application of products, equipment and system they used to conserve the natural environment and resources, which minimizes and reduces the negative impact of human activities. And they have listed the criteria here. Okay, so okay, five criteria here. It minimizes the degradation of the environment. Okay, has a zero or low greenhouse emission, okay, GHG emission. Okay, safe for use and promote healthy and improvement environment for all forms of life. Okay, conserve the use of energy and natural resources, and it promotes the use of renewable energy. And in this policy, National Green Technology Policy, you have four pillars. That is uh, that the pillar of energy, environment, economy, and social. Okay. Okay. Let's look into the institutional framework. Okay. So energy efficiency and conservation development. Currently, you have government agencies who promote, okay, on energy efficiency. So you have your MESTEC, okay, Kementerian Tenaga Sains, Alam Sekitar dan Perubahan Iklim, okay. And under MESTEC, you have agencies, for example, Suruhanjaya Tenaga, okay, also looking into energy efficiency. You have Green Tech Malaysia. You have SEDA, and also previously you have EPU. Okay, we also have Yayasan Hijau Malaysia, and also universities who are contributing to uh, energy efficiency. And also we have private sectors who are looking into energy efficiency and design as well. So you have the PEM, Persatuan Arkitek Malaysia. Okay, ACAM also is looking into energy efficiency. Okay, GBI, Green RE, and many more. Okay. So one of the action plan that we will discuss here is the NEAP, okay, National Energy Efficiency Action Plan. And this documentation, you can also search for this documentation and read further on this action plan. So they have four strategic thrusts, okay, and okay, under this program, they have some targets that they want to achieve. Okay, that is at least 8% savings. Okay, and yeah, you can look into this documentation later. Okay, then we look into the 11th Malaysian Plan. Okay, also this document you can Google and find this document if you are for further reading. Okay, so under energy efficiency program under RMK 11, you have activities that is being executed. Okay, the energy audit, energy management and retrofit program in government sector, the energy audit and management in industrial sector. So they will dish out special grant, that is the energy audit conditional grant, and also on commercial sector. Okay, so for both industrial and commercial sector, both are the available grants, energy audit conditional grants. Okay, so you can read later on this. And for the outcome, so expected outcome will be to reduce, okay, energy electricity consumption by government building, okay, by the amount of nearly 200 gigawatt, okay, or equivalent to around 75 million ringgit, okay, and the cost saving in generation and transmission as much as, okay, 130 million or equivalent to 13.83 megawatt. Yeah, gas house greenhouse gas emission reduction of 150 around 150 okay kiloton, okay, or equivalent CO2, and the cultivation of culture of energy auditing to improve energy efficiency in all sectors. Okay, so that will be the outcome. Okay, next we will look into the legislation. Okay, okay, so this is very close to electrical energy, okay, Electricity Supply Act 1990. So so the Energy Acts of Parliament. Okay, so you have the Energy Commission in Energy Commission Act 2001. Okay, so these are related to energy efficiency. So without safety, okay, so there will be no energy efficiency. So you have Electricity Supply Act 1990 also. So these are also documents that you can read, okay, purchase and read it. Okay, and under the electricity regulation, okay, so amendment 2000 1994, sorry, amendment 2008. So you have a section there that is the efficient management of electricity energy regulation. So it was amended in 2008. And so for this, we will look into further into this section, okay, efficient management of electricity energy regulation 2008. So it was gazetted in 2008 to improve the energy management practice among the large consumer. Okay, and it applies to big energy users. Okay, so the limit, uh, it is equal or exceeding to 3 million kilowatt hour over a period, over any period not exceeding 6 consecutive months. Okay, so this regulation targeted for big consumption and big energy users. And under this act, okay, uh, so for installation which receive energy, okay, electrical energy from a license or supply authority, Okay, consumption equal to or exceeding 3 million kilowatt hour. Okay, as measured at one metering point. Okay, one metering point or more over any period of 6 consecutive months. Okay. And also it applies to private or installation, okay, who receive energy generated generation so one is for consumption and one is for generation. Okay, so generators also will be under this act. Okay, okay, and so if you are listed under this act, so you have a obligation to submit information. Okay, so for okay, so they shall submit to the commission the information or documents regarding the names and particular of the consumer whose total electricity energy consumption over any or not exceeding 6 consecutive months equals to or exceeds 3 million kilowatt. Okay, no later than 1 month after the expiry of the period of 6 consecutive months from the effective date. So these are generators. They have to submit information to Suruhanjaya Tenaga. Okay, on their consumers who consume more than 3 million kilowatt hour in 6 months 6 month counting so this also to any independent generators also includes independent generators. Okay, and also for private installation licensee, they still have to uh, okay, the same thing as any the TMB. So they also have to they are obliged to submit information to Suruhanjaya Tenaga. So license supply authority and private installation licensee, they shall ensure that the information and documents provided are true, accurate, and complete. Okay, or else they will be penalized, okay, under this regulation. Okay, so this comes to regulation 6, notification. So after, for example, TMB has listed out all the companies or commercial building that consumes 3 million, okay, kilowatt hour in 6 months, okay, consecutively. Okay, so the the consumers, okay, who are listed, okay, who are listed as big energy consumers, so they have to follow the notification of regulation 6. Okay, so under regulation 6, uh, okay, so after they have received the notice, so first they have to appoint or designate a registered electrical energy manager, okay, to manage the energy consumption in the facility, and they have to submit a written confirmation of appointment to Suruhanjaya Tenaga. Okay. Okay. So oh sorry, the first step will be to submit. Okay, next will be to submit the information regarding the statement of policy. Okay, the objective, and also the accounts, the documents pertaining to efficient electricity and energy management. Okay, and this will be done. Okay, the first report will be done after 3 months from the date of notification. Okay, and then same thing. Uh, you have two form A and form B. Okay, that will be the okay, the consumption, the consumption for every 6 months. Okay, so you will be have this will be submitted every 6 months. Okay, so you can read further in the okay, energy management of electrical energy regulation EMA 2008. So it's in the Akta Bekalan. So this is a summary. Okay, it's more easy to understand. Okay, so okay, regulation 3 and regulation 6. So you have the consumer. Okay, so sorry, first will be the generator. So generator will have to supply the information to Suruhanjaya Tenaga on their consumer. Okay, any consumer who consumes uh, equal or exceeding 3 million kilowatt hour in a period of 6 consecutive months. Okay, so after that, ST will give a notification to the consumer. Okay, and the consumer has to uh, to apply the duties and responsibility affected to the installation. Okay, so that is to appoint energy manager, to submit a written confirmation. Okay, and to submit information on the energy policy, the objective, and the accounts and document pertaining on the energy management of electric energy. Okay, so these are reports that must be submitted to Suruhanjaya Tenaga, and this will be a process cycle. Okay, on the monitoring. Okay, so this will be Suruhanjaya Tenaga. This will be the consumer, and this is the registered electrical energy manager. Okay, so upon notice, the consumer has to appoint a RIM. Okay, and RIM will prepare uh, okay, report that will be submitted to the consumer, will then be endorsed by the consumer, and it will be submitted to Suruhanjaya Tenaga. Okay, so this will be okay, the obligation for the same thing that we have explained earlier. Okay, you can read this further, and this is a simulation timeline of the process. So let's say the consumer received the notification in October. Okay, so after 3 months, they have to find and appoint a registered electrical energy manager. And in January, they have appointed a RIM, and for starting from January to June, so he will collect the information, okay, on the energy consumption of the consumer or company, and on July he will have to submit the first report, yeah, within 30 days. Okay, and the same process goes uh, okay, for every 6 months. Okay, and also you have regulation 9, which the in review, so the commission may or review the obligation of the entity by considering, okay, if the consumer uh, has a total net consumption below 3 million kilowatt hour. Okay, and or it has fully complied with other requirements of regulation, and for any other reasons which the commission deem fit to show efficient energy management of electrical energy at the installation for the reporting period. Okay, So you have withdraw. You have a regulation 10 which is withdraw. Okay, you can withdraw if you can provide that your total net energy consumption, okay, it's below 3 million kilowatt hour. Okay. Okay, and in the regulation, in EMA regulation, you also have what we call the definition of registered electrical energy managers (REM). So in order to be qualified as a REM, okay, so you have this qualification. Okay, it must be Malaysian citizen, age 23 years and above. Okay, and uh, professional, okay, engineers with at least 6 months working experience in EE, or a degree in science, engineering, architecture, okay, with at least 1 year experience, okay, in EE, or if someone who holds a certificate of competency as an electrical service engineer, or as a competent electrical engineer with at least 9 months working experience in EE, and and he must demonstrate the knowledge of the requirements of Act and this regulation that satisfies this commission. So maybe most of the cases SD requires interview, okay, in order to determine this. Okay. And the functions of a registered electrical energy manager is to audit and analyze the total consumption of electrical energy consumption. So to advise in developing and implementing measures to ensure energy efficient management of electrical energy, to monitor the effective implementation, to supervise the keeping of records, okay, and also to ensure timely submission of information and reports under the regulation. Okay, so general penalty will be okay if they do not submit, if they do not comply. So the penalty is fine not exceeding 5,000 ringgit, or imprisoned within 1 year, or both. Okay, so for that case, Suruhanjaya Tenaga has uh, made this energy management information system that short for EMIS. So EMIS is a tool that is being used by energy managers. Okay, so to convey or to submit information to Suruhanjaya Tenaga. Okay. So okay, so same thing here. You have the information on EC installation and REAM, and this will be the flow on submitting to EMIS. So if you have been appointed as an energy manager, so this will be available to you. And what are the data that is being reported to Suruhanjaya Tenaga will be the dependent okay, variables, that is the electricity in kilowatt hour, or other fuel, okay, such as gas, petroleum, okay, if the installation is using other types of fuel, and the independent variables such as the production, okay, and the for commercial building, net floor area, okay, in meter square, and also variables that largely affect the consumption of electricity energy, okay, such as the CDD, okay, or the occupancy, and so on. And also in EMIS, you need to report on the energy saving measures. So this is a okay, the analysis part of EMIS. So this is example here. You can look into here. Okay. So next we will look into the standards and labeling. Okay, first we look into standards. Okay. So these are voluntarily standards that we have. For example, EMAS and also ISO 50001. Okay, so you can look into the comparison between okay, EMAS and ISO. So this is a comparison between ISO and another standards in European, okay, in Europe, EN 16001. Okay, so they also have energy management standards there. Okay, next we'll look into labeling and certification. Okay, so this, I think we are aware of this, minimum energy performance standards, MEPS. So MEPS is gazetted in 2013. So if you look at your electrical appliances, okay, so you'll see this sticker, MEPS sticker. So it's included in air conditioner. Okay, you have the stickers in fan, refrigerators, television. Okay, on your lighting appliances, washing machine. Okay, so you can look into this sticker. It's a good information on the energy consumption of your appliances. Okay. And this is another government incentive, that is the National Building Energy Incentive (BI) labeling for government buildings. Okay, and this I think this is recently started. Okay, in 2018, I think. Okay, so it's like a label for the building that mostly for government building. Okay, so they will be using BI building energy index, that is kilowatt hour per meter square per year. Okay, so how to calculate it is the annual energy consumption in kilowatt hour out of the net floor area. Okay, so the higher the star achieved, the more efficient the building is. Okay, so for 5-star buildings, it requires BI less than 100. Okay, also you have My Hijau mark. Okay, so My Hijau mark, okay, by Green Tech Malaysia. Okay, so it's the official green recognition endorsed by the government. Okay, so to certify green products and services, okay, that meets the local and international environment standards. Okay, so you can also look into My Hijau in Green Tech's website. Okay, and also you have a lot of other certification all around the world. Okay, so My Hijau will be from Malaysia. Okay, the benefits of My Hijau, and so interesting part is on the tax exemption. Okay, so you get tax exemption if you have this My Hijau mark. And these are the criteria to register for My Hijau products. Okay, and okay, next we'll look into MyCREST. Okay, so MyCREST is the Malaysian Carbon Reduction and Environmental Sustainability Tool. Okay, so aims to guide, assist, quantify to reduce the built environment impact. Okay, in terms of reduced carbon emission and environmental impact. So mostly is aimed on construction activities. Okay, and also in construction you have green RE. So also it's a green mark. Okay, so this is for green building industry. Okay. And other incentive, you have GBI. So this is a private initiative. Okay, also in green building. Okay, so and also under green tech, you have the JITA GT. Okay, so tax allowances or tax exemption program. Okay, so you can read furthermore on JITA GT in the website. Okay. So other renewable energy okay program. So you have GTFS. Okay, GTFS is a special financial scheme. Okay, so introduced by the government to support the development of green technology in Malaysia. Okay, so the government will provide financing. Okay, so for example, in 2010, they provided financing about RM 1.5 billion. Okay, and this is to fund or finance the purchase of uh, green green products. Green products. For example, if you are investing in a efficient chillers, which usually it will cost more. Okay, energy efficient chillers. So your company can apply for this scheme, GTFS. Okay, so you can read further GTFS in Green Tax website. Okay, okay, and so thank you. So this will conclude the lecture for this session, and hopefully you can do further readings in the mentioned websites, okay, and the mentioned uh, books. Okay, okay. So thank you.